Yo, 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 yo. What it do? It is RB22, episode 43 of Texas Ring of Fire. Got my Dallas guy, got my San Antonio guy, waiting for the Houston guy. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Episode 43.
I'm doing better than you.
I'm all right. It's been a week. It's been a week.
It's been a great week. Glorious week if you're not an Austin fan. As a Dallas fan, it was pretty good, bro. It was pretty good. We'll talk about the result, but I still think of everybody here, I'm the winner this past week.
Yeah, I can't. We lost to Nashville on a defensive lapse, and we drew Vegas at home for our third consecutive home thing. And there's a lot of positives to look at, but
yeah, we'll get into it. I might have been the only, I guess, semi-winner. I'll take the point. We'll talk about it, but I'll take the point. 100%.
You had a lot of roster. I didn't notice you had all the roster rotation you guys did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
we'll get
man.
into that here.
Yeah. Everybody was shitting on Dallas without realizing that half of our normal starters were out. So, yeah,
I'm
man.
My bad, y'all. My bad. Freaking, I had our episode playing in the background and I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, I was hearing dude, and I was tripping, bro. I was like, I'm lost in this conversation right now.
Let's go.
You're lost all the time, dude. That's drama FC there for you.
Yeah, it's normal. It's normal. Texas Ring of Fire shit, Texas Ring of Fire stuff. So, I didn't know. I hope y'all are okay.
We're good, bro. Y'all are good. We're good. We're good, man. We're good.
How's the wife doing? How's the wife? She ready?
My wife? Yeah, bro. She's good. Yeah. So if anybody doesn't know, we're like 3 weeks out from our first child being here. So any day now, but the grind doesn't stop. Content's got to keep flowing. The matches are going to continue to be played regardless. So we're here. We're doing it.
Yes, so it's a good timing that on Saturday we're planning a watch party because come anytime after that, you may not be able to do a watch party. Somebody that has kids.
Yeah, basically. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna enjoy it while it lasts, man. I'm gonna enjoy it while it lasts. Either way, she's been. I'll be honest with us guys. Like, she's been great. Like, me doing content, I don't know how many days a week. Like, she's been awesome. So super supportive of the show, which I'm grateful for.
For sure. I do want to remind everybody, if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, that we do go live on YouTube. You can find us on YouTube, actually see our reactions and stuff, and on Goals TV. That's my boy's site right there. So go check us out, and you can find European, any kind of footy out there. So it's really, really good place to find some soccer content. No doubt the Netflix of soccer, right?
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man. So I want to get into some USL. Let's get into some USL first. Harry down in San Antonio. We have El Paso and Rio Grande Valley. Of course, we're going to start with San Antonio because we want to hear Harry, talk about his
we are the Kings of Texas, so we got the banner up.
Because Austin is his first.
Oh.
Austin's his first.
Based on replies and reactions on Twitter, that's probably true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, it used to be Houston because it used to follow Generation Orange, and Edson used to be on there with the Peel. But Gen Orange is kind of went MIA. Haven't found. Unfortunately, FC Dallas, they do a great podcast, Third Degree, and what was it, Dallas Soccer Show? I think it was what it was, but they retired last year. Not many YouTube channels for Dallas at this point, which is kind of surprising. I'm surprised Third Degree hasn't got onto YouTube. Austin, there's a few of them, and it's just so fun to banter with Austin people because it's like RB just puts it out there so easy to where it's like taking children from taking candy from children. Dude.
We're emotional too.
It's there.
Yeah, they're very reactive. Austin fans are very reactive.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm honest with myself.
Dude, so, who gets upset at this?
Bro, look, you got to understand.
Dude, that was drama FC right there.
You got to understand that I didn't know that was a celebration, bro. I didn't know that was a celebration. And whenever I saw it, I had already had like maybe 5 brews. So
I was confused. I didn't know what it meant. I thought maybe it meant something. Maybe it didn't. I didn't know.
So
I thought he was talking shit, dude. I thought he was like, talking actual shit, going, hey, because it wasn't. If you watch the replay, it wasn't just him, but it was also Redis that came over because those were the two that scored. And let's be honest, Austin FC loves to dog on both of those players.
Very true. Actually, Red has been one of your better players this season, despite all the trash talk that goes on social media and whatnot.
Well, all right. Well, we'll get into that in a minute. I promise. Hey,
you guys started
will have,
it.
You guys will have your time with me. We have one viewer in here right now, and shout out to A Knight 210. I know he's out
San Antonio
of San Antonio. Fan. Yeah, I know he's a San Antonio guy. So
where's Austin fans at, man? I thought.
Yeah,
Austin
dude. Everyone wanted all this, and you have your chance, whatever though, bro. It is what it is.
But for the reason why I'm deflecting, San Antonio didn't have a good week. We'll just be honest. We drew Vegas at home. We missed. We had an opportunity to get a PK. We missed it. Had another opportunity to get a PK on a questionable call because the goalie he had 1 foot off the line, 1 foot on. The ref called it. Depending on how you interpret the rules. The goalkeeper saved it again. So that did not start out well. And then in the 11th minute, Vegas scores a goal on a defensive lapse by San Antonio. And we did get Christian Pirano got a hell of a free kick to score it right before half. I did not get to see it because I took my daughter to the game, which was always nice and special, but she wanted fruit. And I was like, well, can you go get it? And she's like, no, I want you to go. So being the proper dad, I went. And of course, they scored the goal during that time.
It's her fault now, right?
Gosh.
I missed the only San Antonio goal for that here. So, but
worth it.
But no, the Nashville game.
Hey, prepare yourself.
It's one of those blessings because she doesn't go to a lot of games. So when she goes, and it was just her and me, so it was one of those special, daddy-daughter things here. So, even though she doesn't really, she plays soccer, but I think it's more just to, hey, dad likes soccer, so I'm going to play on the rec league. And AJ didn't want to go to the game.
With my daughter. My daughter does the same.
So, she's like, oh, AJ's not going. I'll go with dad. I was like, all right, you sure you don't have to? No, I'll go. So it was one of those. It's one of those cool things, and I give Anna a lot of credit for it here. But that's awesome. The timing of it, I was like,
how are you? How are you in a game? Are you like passionate?
It varies
about what you're doing.
It varies. So I will say with Anna, I'm a little bit more timid on some things for it, and just because she doesn't, It depends on the game. There's some games where San Antonio is just playing like crap, and I'm sure we can all see this. We know when your team's going to play well, and we know when teams are just okay. Hey, it's just not our night. So I'm just sitting back, going through we did that again. So we've done it 50 times tonight. It's not changing. But no, with AJ, obviously he's a little bit more into it. So we'll get at it, and then obviously it depends on the adult beverages that go in. That kind of adjusts the volume a little bit. Just being honest, but no, it's a fun time. We'll find out when the FC Dallas. We'll talk about the Austin and the price of tickets for Austin. Oh my God, for that here, jeez.
It's because we played a Q2, man. That's why. In all honesty.
But moving on from San Antonio, RGV kind of rebounded. They tied Monterey Bay 0-0 in Monterey Bay, which kind of upset after getting blown out the last couple of weeks. And the only winner among Texas Ring of Fire teams would be El Paso. They won in San Diego 2-1. It was a great game. They had a goal. I forget who scored it, but basically it was a team goal where they passed it 9-10 times between the team. Different players and capitalized. So it was a great team goal. Coming up this week on May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, RGV host New Mexico United at 7:00. The Switchbacks host El Paso Locomotive, and on Sunday, you gotta love USL scheduling. We play the home and home with Las Vegas Lights on Sunday at I want to say it's 5:00 our time, 3:00 in Vegas, which I don't understand why they're doing that, but. So it should be the odd thing about Vegas. So they played us on Saturday. They play Charleston Battery at home on Friday and turn around and play us on Saturday. Or pardon me, on Sunday. Pardon me. So they have one day of rest.
Either way, yeah, that's terrible.
It's they own this is their first home game for it because they had the XFL team there. I forget what the Vegas team is called, but they played there, so this will be their second home game when they play us. But yeah, they've spent the first 8 weeks on the road. They had a couple of buys in there, but yeah. So for San Antonio, it's the same issues. We're creating shots, but just like, when was the last time you saw a team, especially a player, miss back-to-back PKs? That's kind of San Antonio right now, where I know I was giving shit to Austin.
You either save them or you miss them.
These were 2 saved by the goalkeeper. So yeah, so San Antonio's got some things they got to work on, but they're bringing on some new meat for it here, so it'll be interesting. But I have a feeling when they do finally take the lid off, I have a feeling they'll be scoring some goals quite often, because their XG, like, they're 3/4 of a goal under their XG right now from what their goal scoring and what their expected goals is 3/4, which tells you that they're creating the chances, they're just not finishing. So, yeah. But that's USL.
I was gonna say,
you want to go into the other USL, because Austin FC on the 10th faces a USL team at home this time. That's the only saving grace, or I think that they would take another L in Open Cup play. But your thoughts, RB, of number 1, getting drawn at home, number 2, getting to play El Paso, and then I think Dallas is on the San Antonio path, where they get to travel to
New Mexico. New Mexico, you mean? We get to play New Mexico, right?
You get to play New Mexico, but Dallas gets to play Nashville, which is who San Antonio played. Mm-hmm. And Houston, you got to say they're winners, right? Getting Sporting Kansas City.
Can you say that, though? It's a different competition.
I think, it's a different competition.
Dude, Sporting Kansas City is shit, dude.
Yeah, that's true. Very true. Very true. But what I will say in those scenarios is, like, there's nothing but pressure, right? It's a lose-lose. Either you beat the team you're supposed to beat, or you don't beat them, and it's humiliating. So that's it's. I don't know. I kind of with RB.
But who do you think has the most pressure out of the 3 teams? I think it's Austin.
Yeah,
with the USL team. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's the USL team, and how they did losing to the team from was it Haiti?
Oh,
yeah. That adds to it.
Yeah. So if that, combining everything that's already happened this season.
So we'll touch on that real quick first. Yeah. Well, honestly, it all depends on Wolf. And from what I've heard, Wolf is going to come out with his A team for that one.
But what's the A team?
Your lineup that you would see in the MLS matchup. We're not going to see rotation. We're not going to see backup keeper in. We're not going to see backup defenders in. It's just going to be the strongest lineup.
I just don't know if he knows who his strongest lineup is. That's kind of what I was inferring. But
what I'm getting at is that he's not going to call nobody up from Austin FC too.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because they've been playing well, but I don't think he's going to call anybody up for that game.
Or introduce bench players that haven't played a lot. Yeah, I feel you.
Because we still have Cascante that needs minutes. We still have Radovic that needs minutes. We still have Valencia that's trying to get some more minutes playing. Verde is getting minutes. So we have players that are going to get minutes.
Do you think you'll actually use 2 actual center backs that match?
We'll get into that one with Austin, right? But I would hope so. That's next weekend. I would think that we put Cascante or Radovanovic in for somebody this weekend.
I like that comment.
Put somebody in for that.
A 920 at 210 kind of gets what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if Wolf's figured out his best lineup, but I see what you mean. You're not going to bring up players that just don't normally play.
But to be fair, you guys didn't do that last year either. Last year, you didn't bring up players. I think you did play the backup goalie, which to me, I don't think the goalie was the issue.
Tarbell.
Yeah, I think, but you had a mix of first team and starters, and then as the game went on, you brought more starters in. So I don't think, and there's a huge difference, and I hate saying this to my friends in New Mexico. There's a huge difference between Austin, San Antonio, and Austin, New Mexico. You know, just from an environment perspective. But I will say this: expect New Mexico to travel. 2019 they traveled well for the Open Cup. They travel well when they come to San Antonio. And hopefully Houston fans don't get at me too much. I wouldn't shock me if New Mexico travels just as well as Houston does.
We should let Sam in on that note.
Yeah, is he ready?
Yeah, I think so. But I mean,
right,
that's kind of what I was inferring, with A Night 210's comment. Like it makes sense. It's like I'm curious to what lineup actually gets thrown out there. That'll be interesting from Austin's side. But I kind of agree with Harry. New Mexico, I think not only do they travel well, but from what I've seen, they've only improved season over season in their short time in the USL as well. So it's just going to be interesting.
You just talked to their coach, right? Their head
Not
coach?
the coach. I just talked to one of their backroom staff, the head of people and culture, talking about kind of what they're doing differently at New Mexico United. It's really interesting, man. The fan base is really at the core of everything they do. So I'm really inclined to agree with Harry. I think they're going to travel well. I think their fans are going to show up. I think it's going to make this probably one of the ties of the round. Maybe for good, maybe for bad reasons, depending, if you're an Austin FC fan or not. I don't know. It seems like one of those that's primed for like just upset potential. But we'll see.
To me, it's either it's a close match, and I think New Mexico has the ability to pull it out, or I think Austin just opens up a can of whip ass and just takes them out. I don't necessarily think Austin wins a close match.
Would be nice to open the can of whip ass.
I mean, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen at some point this season, I think.
I hope, bro. I'm ready to see that. Houston Sporting. Sam, you ready? Let's get Sam in here.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. So you guys host Sporting KC. Oh snap! how are you gonna go to that game first of all?
Nah, but I gave away my tickets to a couple people.
Dang, sounds about right. What
Hey,
do you think about that
them.
match? What do you think about that match?
I mean, they knocked us out last year. I mean, they kind of came back versus us. I think it was Johnny Russell. He scored that second goal when we fell apart defensively, and that kind of was our identity last year. But I mean, Sporting Kansas City struggling this year. I think they just lost.
What? And the Sporting case. I mean, Johnny Russell that's struggling.
And then their what's their other striker, Kinda, or I don't know. Their other striker just is out now for a week. So if we play how we did versus Tampa, where we got our opportunities and once we scored, we just sit back, and when we've sat back, no one's been able to score on us. If we do that again, I think we'll be fine. But we have to start off on the right foot. It took us way too long to score in Tampa. I mean, I could barely see what was going on in Tampa, but I mean, it was not pretty, and I think Tampa played the better game. But I think if we come out guns blazing, we should be fine. If we get that first goal, we should be fine. I think that's the same thing for the match going to RSL.
Yeah, no doubt. Put this comment on here real quick. He was going to say PK shootout for the Austin, New Mexico game. That's a pretty good call. I hope not.
I don't see it.
I hope not.
I mean, if it's that close, it'd be really interesting. I don't know, man. If it goes past normal time, which I don't see either, to be honest. I kind of agree with Harry. It's going to be like one way or the other. But if it goes past an extra time, yeah, I mean, it's going to be anybody's game. I don't know about a PK. That's a long time.
Well, let me ask you this.
That match is
RB.
Yeah, go ahead.
If it goes into extra time, or if Austin's had, I know Austin FC fans support their team. Don't get me wrong, but the tension in that stadium,
palpable,
dude. Because what are the expectations for this, or has Austin FC lowered the fan base, lowered the expectation down so low?
That's a good question. I mean, we have. I'm just thinking now. We got Portland this weekend, and we got FC Dallas next weekend.
That's an L.
You know, so
that's probably an L.
New Mexico. Yeah, I'm not asking if it was an L or W,
but probably an L.
Yeah, so, New Mexico United midweek. What game is he going to choose? And if we advance to the next round, bro, think about this: 8 matches in May. 8 matches in May for Austin FC. That's crazy. That's a lot.
How many goals do you think you score in those 8 matches combined?
Right now, 2, 3. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm ready.
Well, it's not only that; it's the road trips too. You go to Portland, you come home, play New Mexico, you play Austin.
3 says 8-9-2-10.
We get the tie. We try and fight for the tie in Portland. We play Valencia again. Maybe.
Can you afford to though?
Well,
I guess
I don't know.
I guess
we'll get
like
into it.
USL, everybody makes the playoffs. So
yeah. But so we'll get into some Dallas and Nashville. That's gonna be that's a banger right there.
It's a banger. It's a banger.
Yeah,
I'm really excited for it. I think so. Here's the thing with Dallas, right? I think there's gonna be some rotation. Some kind of maybe like one or two players less than what we saw against Minnesota, and we'll talk about the Minnesota game this past week where we rotated heavily.
I got the lineups adjusted there for you.
Yeah, but I think we'll rotate some, right? We'll see Ibiaga come in for someone like Tafari. We'll see. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't like seeing Tuamasi out there at right back for us when we could have Giovanni Jesus, but he's young. He just got to the MLS. We can't play him every single game. But Tuamasi just doesn't inspire me, man. He's our version of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Like, he's just great defender, but doesn't really have a great touch, can't really push it forward. We'll talk about the Minnesota United game. But there's just like certain players where I get kind of annoyed watching them play. So that's going to be interesting to see how we deal with someone like Nashville, who I imagine won't rotate. I imagine they won't, just because some players maybe. But look, right now, if we were playing Nashville like a month ago, it'd be a different story. Nashville right now, Mokhtar's coming in to 2022 form. Like, he's coming into it. Like, he in every goal they scored against who they played this past weekend?
Atlanta United.
Atlanta, yeah. Every goal he was involved. And I think since the start of last season, Hani Mokhtar's been I think he's been involved or directly contributed to like over 2/3 of all goals scored for that team since start 2022. I don't know. If we see him, it's going to be tough because we've only kept 2 clean sheets all year. So, but it's all doom and gloom. I think we can counter on them pretty damn well.
So Jose, you're taking you better. You're already preparing yourself for the L.
No. I'm just giving a fair assessment. Nashville's not, they tied LAFC, bro. How many teams could have done that this season? You guys got rocked by LAFC. So it's like,
and LA Galaxy.
I forgot about the Galaxy. But like,
we're talking about Nashville and Dallas right now, boys. Stay on topic. That's why we always go long.
You watch Nashville play LAFC. It was they scored first. They're finding a little bit of the 2022 form right now, so it'll be interesting. I was actually surprised San Antonio kept as close as they did. They'll rotate a little bit, but I still think it's gonna be a good game regardless. I think it's gonna be a close game, and I'm predicting us to win narrowly. But again, that's just me being biased, so I don't know what you guys predict. Mm-hmm. I could easily see a 2-1, not a 1-0. There's no way in hell we keep a clean sheet, but I think
I could see more of a PK shootout on this match than the Austin and New Mexico.
Yeah,
it's possible.
So, Jose, you've been around this a while here.
Yeah.
The 4th round here, because with only 3 more rounds left, this is kind of the pivotal round. Are you really going to go for it or not? Right. As far as for the Open Cup, and when you got a team like Austin that, number one, they don't have any silverware. Number 2, the season going on a run could possibly turn around their season. For that here to get, re-energize the base, re-energize, a possible playoff run here. Mm-hmm. How important is this match here especially if you're outside of the playoffs right now, and this would go for Sam too with Houston and even Dallas here. To me, you've got past the first round here, and I know Dallas and Austin had a bye, but for this round here, if you get by this round, you're kind of committed to the Open Cup at that point, right? Because you're 3 games away from a CCL spot.
Yeah, I think so.
And what, $300,000, which may not matter a lot to to MLS teams, but I know, any extra cushion in the budget helps.
I think it's also more for, so I think they are going to go for it. That's why I can see like slightly less rotations than what we had playing out there for Minnesota, the Minnesota game. I think we're going to go for it because it validates the project that Coach Nico has right now. I think he's betting on a lot of young talent. He shifted a lot of the experience out of the club over the last couple seasons. Well, this is being his second season. He did it a lot last season. I just think that, getting some kind of silverware just validates the FC Dallas experiment. So, the cash, I don't know if it means quite as much as it does to lower level teams, but that the silverware, to say that he brought something home. We only have 2 in our history. To say that he brought one, the third one home, it would, I think he would have just validated everything he's already kind of working for. So I don't see Dallas.
Champions League spot matters as well too. So
yeah, and I don't see Dallas backing off. I think we'll rotate some.
Does Austin want the Champions League spot though? I mean, can we even compete in that thing right now? Like,
Speaking of which, I think Leon was up 2-0. Not to divert too far away from things, but it looks like it might be LAFC Leon.
Damn.
But anyway,
LAFC, man, LAFC. Well,
I know there's not a lot to cover with Houston, but Sam, anything you want to preview for your upcoming matches against? I think you're playing Real Salt Lake, right? Yeah. At home at 7:30.
You going?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to that game. Yeah, I'll be able to go to that one. And
we need picks, man. Don't be sending me feed picks no more either.
I'll get you picks. No. Never asked for them. I sent you the ones from Cincinnati.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just messing with you, bro. Go ahead.
And you didn't put them up, man. That's spot on you, RB.
We did. I put them on Instagram. Yeah.
Are we on Instagram?
Yeah.
No, so RSL. I mean, I know Austin beat them earlier this year. No.
2-1.
Dallas did too.
Who scored? Savarino.
Gallagher and Wolf.
No, but for RSL, come on. Who?
Remember? Man, what's his freaking name? I can't remember his name. I'll look it up for you real quick. Or Harry, I think he's on it.
Yeah, I'm looking here.
But what about him?
Or Gomez?
Savarino scored against Dallas. So just to help your argument. When we beat him 2-1, he was the goal scorer.
Why? What happened?
No, nothing. He's their like main striker. Him, I don't know if Krylak's still playing. So
actually, it was Justin Glad.
So center back
in the 22nd minute.
Yeah, I think it was like a set piece.
No, we got that. So I mean, they got a result against Seattle. I think they're happy with the tie against Seattle, especially with how they've been performing. And then they've struggled kind of going against other teams, and it's kind of been weird. They have this inconsistency that they've had throughout these other years. But whenever they're one of those teams that whenever they spark, they're like they're gonna win the game. So I think almost every single game they've won, they've either had 2 or 3 goals versus just 1 or 0. And I mean, they look like prime. Like, I don't even know. I'll say Barca and Real Madrid. So RB and Ismail, don't get mad at me, but now 3 goals in 10 minutes. That's crazy. I mean,
and Pablo Ruiz is out because he got a card at 90+3 in the match against Seattle with the second yellow. So one of their starting midfielders will be out of the match as well.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'll take like a 2-1 dub. I think it's gonna end up being something like that, but I don't see us keeping that clean sheet at home. I mean, they got Savarino, Gomez, and they have options off the bench, especially with I've seen, like you mentioned, Justin Glad off a set piece. They just have kind of
Achache? Is Achache in this match? Is he
nah.
healthy?
Yeah, he'll play. Achachi.
Yeah.
Achachi's happy birthday like a week ago. Him and the whole team.
What, 102?
celebrating. Nah, 103. Still scoring goals on Austin though.
Yeah. That was okay. He scored what? 1 goal, 2 goals.
He's like,
He
That's
scored
the
1
same amount of
goal
goals that are juice, you know.
this season. I mean, not in
This
club
season.
he'd be
history.
the leading goal scorer for
defensive
Austin,
mid.
right? Had 2 goals.
Yeah, but it's a 8 versus a 10. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Yeah,
it
what
doesn't really
happened to
matter.
Juicy,
How many
bro?
goals has? All right, we'll let's just keep going, bro. 'Cause we could get into it. I mean, Achache has
All
scored how many
right,
goals?
let's bring it on. Drama FC,
Well,
aka
But how many
Austin
goals has
FC.
Achache scored, Sam, for
2.
Houston?
2.
2 goals.
Two.
2 goals. He's been here since last July.
Yeah, but
Like,
he had the World Cup. He had the
That's
World
almost
Cup.
that's
Juicy
10
didn't.
months. I mean, okay.
Well, even just this season, right? Two this season, and same for Drusy, right?
Juicy, yeah, 2
Yeah.
2 goals.
An attacking mid versus a holding mid. That's pretty good.
Yep.
I mean, for Achache, no.
Yeah,
Plus
yeah.
his
no,
age,
that's
he's on a
great.
walker, dude. Come on.
Plus his age, yeah.
So Austin FC. What you want? So I
Where
just
do we
want to let
begin? Where do
everybody
we
know-
start? There's so
I just want
much.
to let everybody know that this is what I saw from Rigoni. This is what I saw. I saw him go like this. Saw him go, shut the up. But here's the celebration. All right. So this week on Twitter, to give everyone a backstory that doesn't follow us on Twitter, which you should just, if you don't have a Twitter, you should go make one. You should follow Texas Ring of Fire. You should follow Goals TV. You should follow Jose, RB22, at Remicall, and Sam. Like, and you'll be set. You'll keep up to date with so much footy right there. I promise you. But so Rigoni, he gets his first goal in Austin. Okay, and he celebrates
With an
it.
assist by
But-
Redis.
Yeah, with an assist by Redes.
That's part of the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, part of the story. And so I go and tweet. I don't even have the tweet pulled up, which I probably should. But I said
You said it was disrespectful.
I said
That was the
borderline.
key thing. Is
No, the key thing was borderline. That's the
no,
key
dude.
thing.
You
Harry.
can't.
That's the key thing. All right. So
Nah, dude, you just,
I said,
You're-
yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. The key thing was borderline disrespectful because I didn't know for sure, right? Didn't know for sure if it was like what it was. I just saw it. I saw him go like this. Look, like I said, I had a few drinks already. I'm at home. I'm sitting on my couch, bro, and we go down first. Okay.
you weren't even there.
No, I didn't go, bro. My son had a tournament this weekend. My son had a
which
tournament
you
this
guys
weekend.
finished second. Congratulations, although you lost.
Yeah,
to somebody else.
shout out to them. They finished second place. They fought hard. They were 1 point away from making it to the final. But anyways, so I'm here at home. San Jose Earthquakes here at Austin. Here in Austin at Q2 Stadium. We go down 1-0. And what minute was that we went down? Let me see. Pull up my stats real quick. And the 21st minute we go down. And it's a pretty good shot from the outside of the box.
From Yule.
Curled
Yeah,
it.
it was a great hit.
Yeah, it was a really good shot. But that goes to show that I don't know why Gallagher was on the bench. So Gallagher was on the bench for this match here. That confuses me big time because, like you said earlier, does Wolf even know who his strongest lineup is? The fans know. All of us know. Jose knows. Harry probably knows. Sam knows. Why doesn't Wolf know? Why doesn't Wolf know that Gallagher is one of his strongest players? Like, that's confusing to me. And maybe he's saving them for this Saturday? It's a week apart, bro. A week. Don't tell me you're saving players. But anyways, we go down 1-0, right? 40th minute, we see Danny ping a ball into the box. Lord Redes gets the start on this match. Heard a stat that is his first start since 2021. I think North End Podcast said that one. I don't know if that's right, but if it is, like, that's a long time for, our U22 to be starting. But anyways, we ping it in. Ronnie Redes with a header and puts it back in, cross goal. And Rigoni's right there to just clean it up. Almost misses it in my eyes. A little bit higher, and that thing's coming off the crossbar, coming out or over the goal. But luckily it stays down, and he comes and he goes to the supporter section. And guys, this is what I saw. Okay, he comes over and he does this by himself before anyone is there, and he does that celebration that you had, right?
Yeah,
the one you had pulled up. He's like this. Well, I don't know that that's his celebration. So in my mind, I'm like, he's doing this to us, like you know how people do that to the fans, like shut up, like.
But that's not disrespectful, dude. You guys have talked a lot of crap to him.
We have,
and he shut you up.
First goal. How did he? He didn't shut me up.
He scored a goal. How many Austin FC fans were like, "Oh, he hasn't scored a goal"?
Good job.
That's more than what he had, right?
Oh my God! Wow, dude. Look, here's the argument. Look, here's the real argument. Why did we sign Rigoni? Why? Period. If he doesn't score goals, he's not going to score goals for us.
That's not on him.
Contribute goals to us. Why are we? But the thing is,
that's not on him.
That's why. Okay, but that's why I am upset. My opinion as to why I'm upset, right? Is because don't sit here and act like you're our savior. You're the man. That's what I thought in my head. That's what I thought the celebration was, right? Obviously, it comes out that he takes team photos, right? He's doing that. That's just, I don't know if he's supposed to be God or Jesus or what the deal is, but like
y'all read way too deep into that, like way.
Yeah,
too
we
deep.
we did
way too deep.
We did, bro. But you got to think we have nothing else to do right now but do that.
So that's the thing, though. You have nothing else but to bitch about your players' celebration.
So look. Yeah,
you just summed it up right there.
We can call it bitching. Yeah, we can call it bitching. But I came out and once I saw that what it was, apologized. Hey, my bad. Didn't know.
Seems like we didn't do that shit in Houston, even when we were crappy.
Yeah, but I mean, they still do it. They still do it. It's not Sam, but some of them do it. Every fan base has their few that.
Hey, we didn't say nothing when what's his name, Jesus Ferreira came out in front of. And started going. We didn't think he was Jesus or something. We just said we threw bottles at him, and that was it.
Threw bottles at him.
The most Houston thing you could do.
Yeah.
I mean, I get what Harry's saying though, bro. Like if it were me, I probably would have done something because there has been so much shit talk, and not from a. It's not like every team has.
Goal.
You're right, but
it's more than what he had though.
Not just
dude.
that.
If that was a game-winning goal. If that was a game-winning goal, then I would understand.
But he's got to start from somewhere. He's got to start from somewhere, no matter what.
Right, yeah,
he's got to start from somewhere. And if he doesn't have support from his own fans, where's it going to come from?
You're right. No, you're right. You're right. And I need to, just chill out.
And it was, to be fair, it wasn't just you.
That, Yeah, and
to be fair, it wasn't just you.
It wasn't. So
but you caught a lot of shit from us. I'll admit that.
With everyone, it was so funny. People were making videos. People were doing all this, and it wasn't just because of me, right? But some people were like, I don't even want to follow Austin FC because of people like you. And it's like, I determine if you follow Austin FC. Like, yeah, that sucks.
Plastic.
That sucks to be you.
Plastic.
Yeah, plastic vibes, exactly. But no, man. Didn't get to go to the match, we ended up tying that game 2-2. They go up 2-1 again in the 75th minute, and that one's off of cross from Ebobasi. And FC TV, they break down really, really well the game in Spanish. If you guys speak Spanish, any of the listeners, go check out Jorge Turralde with Club Deportes and FC TV. They really do put out some good content. And they're savages over there, bro. Like, they ask the realest questions. They keep it real with these players and all that. So I see it nice. Hold on, let me see. He says, I'm still confused.
So was everybody else.
Yeah. Now, if we were to sum this up really quick, Austin FC fans got upset for literally no reason. Like the guy celebrated.
Yeah, pretty much.
They read way too much into it, right? They were like trying to find the like what.
No, we weren't trying to find nothing. We're trying to find goals from Rigoni. That's what we're trying to find. And
he gave you one, and you pooped on him again.
One goal, guys. One goal. If
this guy equalizer. Against a team you've never beaten.
Man, we still haven't beat them.
I mean, it's fair, but you would have lost all points. You got 1 point instead of having 0.
Oh, so wow, 1 goal. We're in 11th place, and everybody's so proud of this guy. I mean,
not proud, but don't shit on him. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to do a parade for him, but you shouldn't shit on him when he scores for you.
Dude, look, here's the thing, bro. Is I don't even want Rigoni here. He's not a DP player. He's not like he's here off somebody's word, and that's like, come on, bro. Like, it's fair for me as a fan to like not want somebody here in the club that is not good enough to be here. There's no scouting that seemed to have been done on this guy. Like, why do we have him if he's not going to contribute to goals? I don't understand that.
Hold on here. One question. Do you want Austin FC? What do you want more? Austin FC to win or Rigoni to be out?
Ooh. I want Austin FC to win.
Okay, then put the other shit aside. You know what I mean? Like, put it aside because it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, what you want is that team to win. So when he scores, even if it's once every 10 games, it's like it's a goal for my team to win, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. I'm gonna celebrate it.
RB, ask Jose how many goals that his best friend has on FC Dallas.
Who? Ferreira? Oh, Areola. Yeah, but see, hey, that's Jose's fault for not complaining.
I've said at least a million times that he is overrated.
If you watch his stream, dude, he bags on him.
Okay, then.
But I guarantee the second that he scores a goal, he isn't going to be like going, dude, he disrespected me by.
And no, you know what's crazy? You'll actually see.
Harry. The thing is, Harry, is that look, like I get where you guys are coming from, but I'm already like over that. Like, he didn't disrespect me. I didn't know that was the celebration.
But you took it that way, though. At the time, you took it that way.
Yeah,
dude. If that wasn't his celebration,
I shouldn't just single you out, but you're
okay. So what's okay for you then? What's an appropriate celebration?
No celebrations,
bro. You get
so what's he supposed to do? Like run around the field and be like, like apologize to the fans? Like, sorry.
What he needs to do is have a sign in his pocket and say, I scored that for you, RB, or something. You know what I'm saying? That would make me feel better. Nah, bro, look, just without knowing that was a celebration, if I didn't know, I still would think that he was like what now? And after 1 goal, after not doing anything for us, after putting us in 11th place, doing like, to me,
oh my god, bro, dude, it's not on him.
It was like, okay,
you said he put the team in 11th place. It wasn't on him, dude. It's the whole team.
It's true. Very true.
Okay, yeah, it is true. That is true.
Coach included.
We're all lost. But this whole team system changed because of who? Because we're trying to implement Rigoni into this system and Zardes.
Okay, I'll give you that. There's some truth to that. When you pay as much as you do for a DP, yes, you have to incorporate him in some form or fashion. But eventually, look, man, the seat you're sitting on has to be hot enough for you to get up and make a move. And I think that Coach Wolf will realize who his starting 11 truly is. My issue, though, if I was an Austin FC fan, is that is it too late? Is it like too late?
I feel like it's too late.
Your morale's already down.
You know what's gonna happen? And everyone, take my word for this, man. We're gonna lose Driussi. We're gonna lose Driussi because of all this.
Did he just sign?
He's gonna leave. So, dude, after an extension, yes, dude. Come on, a European club that looks at Driussi's profile and sees what age he is, they will come pay that little fee and have him ride the bench. Like, money ain't a thing to some of these clubs over here that would take him right now.
Realistically, so he plays where, like France or something? I mean,
but look, to y'all's point, what is our strongest 11? If you know the club a little bit, We don't have one really. It's scrambled right now, right? It's scrambled, and who knows how long it's going to take?
And injuries, yeah.
And who knows how long it's going to take for us to be in a good position, right?
Hey, and you're aware that Rigoni has more goals than Zardes does right now, right?
Okay, I'm not Zardes. I'm not.
There you go.
I'm not sitting here trying to say Zardes is the man.
But that's what I'm saying, though.
He's the scapegoat.
Is he part of the problem? Yes.
Yeah. But he's the scapegoat.
To me,
it's easy.
Trust me, dude. I know, dude. Come on. You know,
and when to me, Redis has been one of the most improved players this year, right? I think most people will show that he's finally grown into the system.
Did you say most improved player
for Austin FC?
You said most improved player, yeah.
Right. You don't think he's improved from the last? But it hasn't just been one game, though.
I give Rigoni. I vote Rigoni.
I don't know. Austin's fan base is like PSG's fan base right now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Just scapegoat a player and bash them until they're out, right? I think we're gonna be. I'm waiting for the headline that there are Austin FC fans outside Rigoni's house, like chanting
at the end of the season. At the end of the season, whenever Rigoni's riding the bench and he just everybody wants him out and all that. Hey, just remember I said so. Just remember I said so.
It'll probably happen, but I'm just saying that you guys were too hard on him from the beginning.
Yeah. No. I mean, I guess, yeah, you could say we've been hard on him, but the thing is that
you should be harder on Wolf.
We had a DP position, right? Slot open up, and we just picked up, in my eyes, a buddy of our other DP that played together. We didn't go and pick up somebody that really was going to help the team, a position that we needed. You know, we needed center backs at the time. Like, it's just. Like I don't know, bro. Like
who is that? Who is that on? Is that on Wolf?
No, there has to be.
Was that on Reyna?
Yeah.
Or is it on Precourt and Precourt not necessarily having the budget that matches what the fan base writes?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
This fan base. If you're talking about fan bases, Austin FC writes a lot of checks.
Yeah.
Is Precourt delivering? What Austin FC is writing? That I'm talking about the fans.
Yeah,
is he delivering the product on the pitch to match what the fans are?
I don't know, bro. I mean, right now it seems we have the same team. We have the same team almost as last year, and it's just.
But that's not good, though.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to get at is that we changed this system, right, for Rigoni, to make sure that he can play. Right, and he fits.
But here's the thing: we're also assuming that Austin would have been okay not upgrading their lineup. I think personally, a lot of what you guys rode last season was momentum in a very, very strong fan base. Like that carry. Not to say it carried you guys, but bro, as players, like it's something else when you are riding that wave. And I just think that that's kind of what happened. Not that you guys would have been bad this season, but to actually get some kind of depth, some kind of reinforcements, and you guys get worse, I just think it says more about the OGs that were here already.
This guy right here, bro. Felipe Martins. I'm not even kidding, dude. He was such a piece of glue in the locker room. Because he spoke so many languages. And he was a character. Fair. He's been in MLS. Like you see him the way he was. He had everyone like, and I don't know, man. So we do. Hold on, before we go to FC Dallas, before we get to that road point, I do want to preview Portland this weekend. So we do travel to Portland. Enough on the Rigoni. I honestly like I do a lot of the stuff obviously to just keep it going, right? Keep us with the banter and all that. But honestly, I do want us to succeed. I want Rigoni to show out. You see, I got number 7 right here. That's for old Driussi. I would love to see the guy end up turning up to be what Driussi was last year.
Maybe he needs to go back to that number.
Yeah, 77, right? Go back 77, and then Driussi go back to 7. But I do hope he does break out, dude. It's just I don't see it, man. And that's my personal opinion. That's just my personal opinion. So good luck to Rigoni. If he works out, that's better for my team, a lot better for my club. So that pushed aside.
I will
done with
say
Rigoni.
Wolf
I'm done.
did make changes in the lineup though this week. That was
He
one of the
did.
biggest
He did make.
things
He
that
did make
we
giant
that
He
we
changes.
rotated
criticized
actually
him
pretty
last week.
well.
Yeah. So he
So
had
to give Wolf credit, he did.
Valencia. He had Valencia in for Owen Wolf, and he had Lundqvist in for Gallagher. But I don't know about that rotation right there because it was a little bit exposed on that left side. That's where we got scored on the first goal, and then we had Maxi up top
Redis
still,
in for Finley,
and then we had Redes in for Finlay. Yeah, that's right. And Rigoni pushed to the right side or to the left side, and
he got, to me, he got Redes and Valencia right. I think Valencia looked like very Moises Caicedo-esque, who plays for Brighton. I just think he doesn't get enough credit for some of the smart moves that he made on the field, right? Some of the smart fouls that prevented counterattacks because the defense wasn't urgent enough. Like just those little things that you really want your six to be doing on the field. I thought he played well, and then Redes had the assist, and past that, he was actually trying to take people on, so it worked.
Here's my problem with Austin, and I think I mentioned this in the preseason, but it to me it sticks out the most now. Where is the young striker?
Mm-hmm.
You got Will Bruin, Maxi, and Zardes.
Collectively, they're almost 100 years old together.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we talked about it in the preseason. There is not that young, hungry striker that will.
And that's
number one that has that speed and the athleticism. And I'm not saying they're not athletic, but their speed is slower.
You can't press high because they're not fast. Yeah.
To me, that's what when they put this team together, that was a big error on their side. On the management of this team. Because to me, you either have Maxi or Zardes. You don't need both veteran strikers. You need a young person in there, number one, that can learn the system and to be able to grow. But number two, having three older and veterans, hey, it may be great in the locker room, but number two, they cost more money. And number three, where's that hunger for them? I don't see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. Yeah. That's fair. I do see us in Portland. I do see us starting in Maxi. Reason why he's more defensive, and Portland does like to sit and counter. So I could see why Maxi would start that one. I see Wolf back in this one. I disagree with you, Jose, with the Valencia. Although he was sound as, his position, our style of play, it's either one or the other. It's either Danny or Valencia. Like not both of them. So it's like, and they both have the 6 mindset. Like whether you want one of them to push up and play the 8, and you play the pivot, they don't do it.
What do you mean?
Yeah, but that's
in that formation. And Valencia?
Yeah. So and that's something I wanted to bring up on the show actually.
Yeah, so both of them start this game.
Yeah, and
that's what I'm saying.
It's a 4-2-3-1.
That's what I'm saying
right?
is that that's what I'm saying is that we need one to carry up the field.
Not if you have your 10 get a little bit deeper and play between an 8 and a 10.
Right.
Like
yes, right.
Exactly.
Yes,
and so but instead Pereira decides to be that guy. Like his distribution, he distributed more in that game than I see sixes normally do it. Like, that's like some Sergio Busquets type shit. Like it doesn't like it's like he's trying to be a creator when the system isn't asking for that. It's asking for a double pivot. It's asking for 2 hard-nosed defensive mids to be that front wall in front of the center backs, and at times get the ball where it needs to go, quickly to the outside or quickly to your 10. Mm-hmm. And that's really kind of it.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but what I'm trying to say is Pereira at the 6, recovering balls, playing those balls forward, doing offensive and defensive work, I like him better at the 6 because he does exactly everything you just said at the 6, We can have Owen at the 8 because Driussi would be nice. It would be nice if he did drop in that pocket.
Ring needs to be at the 8.
Ring does need to be at the 8. Yes, 100%. Over Wolf. But that's when he's healthy. That's when we have both center backs on the field.
I guess I just need to know what he's trying to do, right? Because for me, 4-2-3-1 is like one of the easiest systems to implement. It's easy in terms of understanding what your role is on the field. And like the 2-6s act like two center backs that are pushed up. They still slide the same way on the field. They still play hard nosed defensively.
But
And
Valencia doesn't play forward, bro. That's what I don't like.
he doesn't, but I'm saying he still does the job really
He doesn't
well.
even make the passes forward. Like he
Yeah.
gets the ball and then he just plays it back to the center back or to the wing. And that's frustrating to me because I don't know. It's just anyways.
I don't know. I thought he had a great game. And I don't speak highly of Austin well. Like I thought he had a pretty good game. I think, it's I don't know. Sometimes I feel like you guys get caught out and it stems from the midfield. Like you guys like sometimes like other midfielders just breeze right through that. So I don't know. I thought he did a good job.
Austin had a midfield this game, which I don't think you could say previous matches.
We had a midfield, but we didn't have
goals.
That, like,
was last time he had 2 goals in the
10.
game.
Yeah, but we didn't have that 10 drop like you're saying, like just drop into that, like just a little bit more. Like, man, that would be so nice. But we're like dead. We're like, dead in the middle. Like we're like we have Pereira in our midfield right here. I mean our center backs, and then we have our forwards up here, and then like just that spot, just that one right there. But I say we go to Portland. Man, might lose that one 2-1.
I say 1-0.
1-0. Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes Portland's kind of off. Like they'll be peppering the goal and they don't score until late. Like and it's gonna be on a counterattack. That's kind of how I feel it's gonna go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still think they're gonna, because it's a crazy place to play. And then on top of that, like, yeah, you got 2 goals this weekend, which was great. You kind of needed them. You got them when you needed them. But I think it's going to be difficult on the road.
Yeah.
But
so
let me ask you this, because goals tend to lead to more goals. Could you see, Austin has struggled. Could you see this kind of cracking up the door for them to where maybe it's a little bit more offensive than what we're thinking here? That's my only thing. But
yeah,
I don't think Austin wins.
Yeah,
I think Austin scores.
That's why I'm saying at some point, like I know RB laughed at it a little bit, but at some point, you guys are going to have the game. Like maybe you can't see it, maybe it's hard based on recent results. But I think once goals come and a little bit of confidence seeps in, you kind of start to find them. But who knows? I mean, anything could happen between now and then, right?
And let's be honest, Portland has played one more game. They're 3-2-5. They're at a -3 goal difference.
They let in goals Austin, like crazy. So this would be an opportunity to do something on the road. But
13-16. And, Austin FC's allowed 8 and 14. So that's why I'm thinking this game's probably going to be a little bit more high scoring than what both of you are saying.
Maybe.
Because both teams defensively right now,
yeah,
they're not stopping a lot of people.
Yeah. At least from Austin's point, I mean, both goals literally came from just not being urgent in the box. Like that's literally what it was. That and positioning.
And we are going to is it set in stone or not, but we're gonna live stream the games starting at 7:30. We got Dallas first, Houston at 7:30, and then Portland West Coast 9:30 match. So y'all come hang out with us for about 4 hours.
It's gonna be a good little stream.
Hey, I got one final fact about Austin. They're winless in 6.
Winless in 6.
Yeah,
man.
But look, Rigoni scored, right? And he didn't, do a phantom, goal celebration. So, take W's where you can get them and hope for the best against Portland.
Yeah. Hey, Rigoni, si estás mirando esto, para la otra, cuando metes gol, nomás hazme esto.
Oh,
hey,
God.
But that's when you score again. So.
Oh, bro, stop.
Dallas. Hey, we're a banter show.
Yeah. It's easy to banter Austin right now. All right, but moving on to the better club, Dallas. Look, man, Harry was in my stream. It was actually a pretty good stream. I think it was popping for a little bit. We had a good amount of people in, and I feel like everybody was there to kind of shit on Dallas a little bit, but that's okay. We didn't look as great as I say normally do. Even normally, I think sometimes depending on the opponent, we're hit or miss. But all in all, 1 point on the road. Talk about how we started, and I don't think a lot of fans realize this. I saw Harry message me this before the game. A lot of people didn't realize that we rotated pretty heavily. I think 5
really
of the 11
heavy.
players. Yeah, we're straight rotations. So when you look at it from the back, I mean, of course, Boz the namestay, but Martinez has had more than a few starts already this season. But Ibiaga, I don't know why. Harry, maybe you can offer some context on why I feel a little bit nervous every time he comes in. It's just he's not bad. He's not a bad defender. He just doesn't instill a ton of
starter,
confidence.
though.
Yeah,
he's not a starter.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's a good late guy to come in.
Yeah,
but yeah, the full 90 because he got away with the pull of the kit. We'll just say was outside the box.
Oh,
it mattered, but it was a little close.
It's things like that, right, that make you a little bit nervous. So, it's decision making. Maybe that's it. But I think at the end of the day, like we wrote defensively, like I wasn't mad at Ibiaga being back there. Tomasi makes me more nervous, not just for the blatant red card that he had a couple weeks ago that really kind of bumped him out of his starting position and has allowed Giovanni Jesus to kind of run with it. But his touch, his ability to play balls over the top into Areola in space, it's just I don't know. I don't get a ton of confidence from some of our back line. And then Jukwa. I mean, Jukwa's played what? Maybe twice this. I think this might have been his second time playing this season. Like he's gotten
should have been in San Antonio.
Yeah, next to no playing time. So it was interesting to see him in there. And then, hey, listen, RB, I know Cerrillo's your boy. All right, I know Cerrillo's your boy.
Hey, he's my boy's cousin.
So. Okay, look, Fasu has.
He's my boy's friend's cousin, baby daddy's uncle.
I think Fasu has that spot locked down. I think Quignon is like, to me, not athletic. He's very like Sergio Busquets.
Role player.
But he started, and I counted. And Harry, I don't think Harry was there for the first minute of the stream. I counted the first 3 touches that Cerrillo had. All of them were lost possession. All of them were turnovers, and it was just like he never like got comfortable in the game, and it was sometimes when we rotate, it's difficult for me. And then up top, Obrian started, right, and Obrian, I mean, not a bad player, very much a role player though, like a fast, athletic winger, kind of accurate with his crosses and doesn't really take a lot of shots. So all in all, Ferreira and Areola starting. I was looking for Areola to hopefully do something. He did not, and if we talk about just the game itself and how it all panned out. If anybody watched it, it was the Sunday primetime game. Everybody, for that reason, was like looking for it to do something, and it felt like watching. I don't know what's like the.
And this goes for both teams.
Thursday night football.
This goes for both teams.
Yeah, it was just a kind of a snooze fest. Dallas didn't produce a ton offensively. We had 7 shots when you compare them to Minnesota's 17.
5 on target. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think where. Minnesota we were boring in different ways. Like we didn't generate a ton of actual solid opportunities, whereas United kind of did. They just had 0 execution, no finishing ability. So it was just one of those games where you're kind of just watching it for the play itself. And I thought Dallas, we had more possession. I think by the end it was like 50-50, but for good spells of the game, we had more possession. I thought we played okay. But a point on the road against a playoff caliber team, I will take that all day. For me, the negatives that stuck out were Tomasi is going to get exposed at some point really bad. At some point. I don't know when. Tomasi is going to it's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be a terrible touch or a pass. He gets countered on, and it's going to expose our center backs at some point in a very blatant way. Giovanni Jesus to me is easily the out and out starter.
Hey, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Who are your DPs for Dallas right now?
I think do we not just look that up the previous week? Wasn't it for sure Areola, Ferreira, and Velasco? Am I wrong on that? I don't think Paxton's a DP, although he is by far.
So Areola is DP.
I'm pretty sure. It would surprise me if he wasn't.
I don't think he is. No, he's not.
Well, if he's not, he's paid like a DP.
He's TAM. He has to be TAM because y'all just had whenever y'all sold Farfan, y'all opened. I mean,
Hollingshed.
No.
We traded that's your Farfan.
No, not it was your striker. What's his freaking name? The one you just let go. The one that was DP last season.
The striker Hedges was also probably a DP, by the way. He's
I know.
What's his freaking name?
You guys hated him.
All the fans are
like, give a shit.
All the fans are like Franco Jara.
Oh man, Franco barely played. Like even as a DP, he
was DP.
He was a DP.
Played. Yeah, and that's why everybody was glad he was gone. Bro,
yeah,
in the playoff game, he got 5 minutes, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, but you sold him, and then who'd you pick up after that?
Oh, Jimenez, but
Jimenez. So that's your new DP.
No, I don't think so. He came in from Toronto late. I think we already have our DP set.
God, all the fans are probably like, "Come on, guys, really?"
Yeah. Either way, though.
No,
but regardless of DP, go ahead. Who is it?
So Paul is a designated player.
I knew it.
Pereira
and Velasco.
And Velasco, right?
And that's it. Velasco's a young DP.
Oh, okay.
So I think because he's only 20, so he's under that.
Yeah.
So they have a open slot for the January window.
Yeah.
Austin.
July window. Sorry.
The secondary transfer window. Yeah. So I mean, and look, and we've talked about this already, right? Like this was Ariola's game to step up and do something with Velasco being absent.
Should have traded him.
I thought, I mean, we could talk about that again all day, but it's just like, yeah, we should have. Like and even if we didn't, look, there were spells. We talked about Rigoni earlier. There were spells in this game where I was cheering for Arriola. I know Harry was in there. It didn't seem like I was, and I really wasn't. But there were moments where he took a defender on, and he went out of 1v1. And I'm like, you know what? He did a good thing right there. Like, I need to see more of that. It doesn't have to be goals. If Arriola just genuinely went at people and forced defenders to make a decision, I would probably be a little less harsh on him. I wouldn't say easy.
But he's got to produce, though.
It's true, but I think it all has to start from somewhere, right? And for me, it's like, one, we need more goals on the road. We're very consistent on the road.
So if Paul Arriola scores one goal,
yeah,
then it's gonna be like all good, like just like he's back to.
No,
you're still gonna feel like that you should get rid of him.
Yeah, well, it's not even just a goal. It's not. Yeah, how about an assist?
Yeah, he has an own goal. He has 2 assists this season. And look, get me wrong. Like our attack is somewhat inconsistent. Like even Ferreira has 5 goals, and like he isn't the most consistent player right now. I would say before he got injured, Velasco is probably our most consistent player. Leget's playing pretty well in the midfield. Paxton's playing pretty well in the midfield. But as far as forwards go, Ferreira has great games, and he has games where like he can't find his first touch. So you know, it's Arriola though has never gotten going, just not once at all this season. And now, you know, we're at a point now where you can't say, "Oh, the season's just started," and you know he's finding his feet. Like, no, he needs to start.
You guys are 10 games in.
Yeah. We're already more than a couple months in. Like, you need to start kind of figuring this out. So, Arriola,
what's the problem on the road with Dallas?
Well, there's only been a couple of games we haven't rotated, but one game on the road we got red carded. That was the LAFC game. I thought we actually played well up until the red card, even with the stupid mistake in the beginning. But you know, I think it's, you know, like most teams who struggle on the road, I wouldn't say we're struggling. We rotate, and some of these players just don't have any chemistry, and you can see it, especially in the back. Like Martinez and Ibiaga make me nervous together. They don't have any chemistry. They're figuring it out. So, and you can tell Tafari and Martinez have a little more chemistry. Tafari and who's our 4th center back? Oh, it's been a long day. I think at the end of the day, some of these players have growing pains that need to be sorted out a little bit. But even with the performances we've had on the road so far, if you actually watch the games, minus New York City FC, it really hasn't been bad. Like we haven't gone to Violeta and get beaten by a semi-pro team.
You drew Vancouver 1-1. You lost to LAFC 2-1, but you mentioned there was the red card. Mm-hmm. You beat Outer Miami 1-0. You got blown out by New York NYCFC.
To me that was a one-off, and you know it kind of is what it is. I mean, playing on a baseball field.
A snooze fest in Minnesota. So.
Yeah, and we got a point against a playoff caliber team. Like it's inconsistent, but it doesn't mean it's necessarily like terrible. And so if we have to be a team that just really thrives at home and like keeps it mixy on the road, it's going to get us in the playoffs. That's for sure. I don't know if it's going to be something we can lean on going into playoffs, but for now it's servicing us well. I'm really curious now because of how he rotated this past game to see what Coach Nico does for Nashville. There's going to be some rotation. I don't know if it'd be quite as much, but we talked about that earlier. I'm curious to see what he does.
Well, let's talk about this week going against St. Louis City. It's in Dallas.
That's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. You know what's crazy? I mean, as far as top scorers go, we're actually tied. I think Klaus and Ferreira are tied on 5. The issue with dealing with St. Louis City is it's not just Klaus. They have, at least 3 scorers that are at three or more.
Dumb for letting Stroud go, bro.
Yeah.
I said it whenever he was here. I don't know why
yeah.
he didn't play last season.
Well, he's tripled Rigoni's total. I know that for sure.
Man, bro.
It's one of those things where it's like I know they're going to be tough, and I know we're going to put out our best lineup. We're not going to keep a clean sheet. But I still think on the counter, the way that Seattle kind of exposed them, I think it's not going to come from Ariola. I think if Velasco comes back for this game, I think there's going to be some interesting things that happen on the counter. I think Leggett probably actually gets the call up in the center of the midfield because with Paxton and Fasu, because of just what he offers and being able to get the ball quickly out wide or quickly into space for forwards to get onto it. So it'll be interesting. Dallas at home. This honestly could have 4 or 5 goals in it. If we have to keep pace with St. Louis City's scoring pace.
Do y'all give up a goal?
Yes. Are you serious? Yes. I'll say that 100% right now.
No. I mean, do you give away a goal?
Like at the LAC. I mean, I think for me, it was a one-off from Boss.
Everyone,
dude, it happened to so many people. And granted, you're playing in LA, and I'm not going to say the lights were too bright, right? But you're playing in front of that crowd, young team, captain's gone. We have a new captain this season. He's not producing. I mean, it's like, and we still played a decent 2-1 with the red card. I still think Dallas is still figuring some things out, but it leaves me encouraged for games like this where we have to go toe to toe with a high scoring team, a high octane team. So I think they're going to score 1 or 2. I think we'll have to keep pace. If we were to draw, it'd be like a 2-2, but I could see Dallas winning 2-1 or 3-2.
Dallas currently 4th place, Houston 6th place, and Austin FC in 11th place in the West. Oh man, it is how many we're week 10? Week 10 right 10. Now. So we go till December this year.
And they say in any season, once it hits double digits, you kind of start to get a feeling for what the table will look like at the end. Teams should now be starting to slowly find their form. So anybody who's at the bottom right now or outside of playoffs, not that they can't make the ground up, right? But it's just maybe they're onto something. So
if you want to put it into perspective, we are 6 points out of 5th place from 11th place. So, I mean, it's MLS. Anything can happen.
Before we wrap, with Austin really quick, because it wasn't just the Rigoni celebration that was so divisive. It was actually the result. The result was divisive. It's like a lot of fans were upset only having a point. And to me,
I told you it was unacceptable for Austin FC to get it a point.
Yeah.
I said that on the show.
So you see it as a negative that they got a point. Was it 1 point earned or 2 points lost?
2 points lost.
Well,
interesting. See, it's so
how the game played out. It's 1 point earned. The game played out, but going in,
but you've never. But
you were down twice.
You've never beaten this team, and you're out of form.
I called 3-2. It's not like I said we were gonna blow them out the water.
I mean, fine,
and we could have won 3-2. We could have won this game 3-2.
I feel like Austin FC fans lack perspective. It's dude, Rigoni scored. You tied a playoff caliber team. Yes, it's at home.
But think about it. Okay, but what did you say earlier? Who carried the team last year? What was part of the reason they carried the team last year? Mm-hmm. Us, right? Yeah. The fans. And we're home. So we should be able to push this team to get the 3 points at home, dude. And we haven't done it once this season? Once. So that's why I felt like it's 3 points lost. I mean, 2 points lost.
Hey. Leon is up 4-3 on aggregate with about 4 minutes on Tigris. So,
that's good.
Not that we want you to abandon the show by any means. Put it on in the background.
Yeah, we're gonna put that on.
This should be a little bit interesting. Looks like here Tigris or not Tigris, but Leon scored in the 80th minute to get back on top.
So just want to, I guess we'll close out. I just want to give a shout out to Brad for contributing all he does for the show. Everyone else, Marcos, Alex.
Hey, where's Marcos, man? Why doesn't Marcos ever come on?
Because he's scared, bro. He's scared. He
Oh,
don't want
congrats
to
to Alex. Congrats to Alex. Getting
Congrats
signed
to
by
Alex.
oh shoot.
Lobos.
Uh,
Syntax, or what is it called? Some Lobos.
Syntax Lobos, yeah, under David.
Yeah,
David's
Syntax
good guy.
Lobos. So yeah, man, he's gonna play winger for them. Heard he might play some defense, some center back for them. So hey, good luck, bro. It's gonna be hot this summer, so you better be hydrated, man.
Go out
Y'all
and support
definitely
them.
go
I'll
give
probably make a team. We should try. Well, RBU and I should try to make a game out there.
Yeah,
For that here. I
and
know
well,
it's
they play
down
the
in
same days that Austin
Buda.
do, so it's hard. It's
Well,
gonna be
I can
tough.
tell you, I'm taking my wife up there for the FC Dallas match, and AJ Anna's got a Quincy era or whatever 15 birthday.
Yes, sir.
You tried.
Yeah.
So
live stream this weekend, boys. Right?
Live stream
Yep.
this weekend. Yes.
Live stream
I'll
this
be ready.
weekend, y'all. Either
On both channels, I think, because with
go
the StreamYard
follow
we can do it on both channels.
or Texas Ring of Fire on YouTube. That's where you'll find us. Be able to find our live stream. That's the live episode. Next Wednesday, we do host New Mexico United. I do got us going through on that one, so I'm gonna go to that game. We can maybe shoot for Thursday. If not, we can at least try and preview. Me and Jose can at least try and preview that Dallas and Austin match, because that's a good one. So
a good one.
I do want to try and do some preview for that. But we did preview the New Mexico game, and appreciate you guys listening to episode 43, Texas Ring of Fire. Y'all boys go give us a follow on Twitter, on Instagram. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button. Like the video. Rate and review. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Goals TV. Y'all, I'm not kidding, y'all. Y'all go check out Goals. They got an app now you got Google and Apple, right?
Yeah. No, Google's coming soon. Apple is releasing now.
Okay. So yeah, you guys go check it out. It's free.
Yep. It's free.
It's free. So, hey, I know I like free things. So you guys go check it out. Spotify. Hey, next week, we'll see if we can get it done. Appreciate y'all listening, tuning in. Appreciate you, Harry. Appreciate you, Jose. I'm your host, RB22. We'll check y'all later, man. Appreciate it. Peace.